Linda Barcz from the Barcz Company is on the phone, ready to take your calls at 270-9933 if you have any plant or garden questions. Hi, Linda. How are you?
Hi, Mark. I'm good. I hope everybody got outside this weekend and did some gardening.
Yeah, it is beautiful out there, that's for sure. Let's go to the phones. We'll start with Janelle from Blanchardville. Hi, Janelle.
Hi. Question about the asparagus patch. First, can you use preen on the asparagus patch? Second, can you use bark to mulch it with?
All right. I would want to check the label on preen before I would use it on asparagus, since it's a food crop. And I would definitely, bark certainly would be something that you could use on asparagus to keep the weeds down. But this is a good time to do some weeding right around the areas where you know the asparagus is going to be coming up, because it's moist, the soil is still moist, and grass and stuff is coming up very easily.
All right. Let's go to Christine in Partyville. Hi, Christine.
Hi.
What's your question?
My question has to do with some arborvitae that we planted last year, the green, the tall ones.
The emerald green. Mm-hmm.
And most of them came back very nice this year, but they were planted in mulch. A few of them we planted with stones surrounding them, and those few have turned yellow. So I was wondering what we could do to help them.
And they were all the same variety.
Same variety. We got them at the same place. The last ones that we planted in a stone landscape, we planted later in the year. But they're the same variety.
Okay. Usually I prefer bark mulch, but usually stone mulch is just fine. It's just that with the rains that we had, but arborvitae are one of those plants that actually like going into the winter decently hydrated, so enough moisture. Give them a little bit of time, because even though they're a pale green, as long as they aren't brown, then they may still come back, and you could do a little bit of fertilization, but I don't think that the stone mulch should be a problem long-term on those plants. They're pretty adaptable.
All right, just give it some time, maybe. Let's go to Scott now in the Dells. Hi, Scott.
Hi.
What's your question?
The question I have is, what's the most favorable time to transplant hostas, and can you split them when you're transplanting them?
Okay. Hostas are just poking, depending upon your exposure. The little pits, the little heads are just coming up, so this is a great time to transplant them. And this is the best time to split them, because you will cut them, and then the plants, when you plant them, they will open up and look normal. If you wait till they leaf out and then you start to cut them in half, you're going to have flat-sided plants for this first season. But if you divide them now, this is an excellent time to do that.
All right. Harold in Poinette. Hi, Harold. What's your question?
I was wondering when the fern-like, they're shrubbery, that they're soft brittles on them, can you trim them now, or is for a hedge?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure. So you say the foliage is nice and soft?
Yeah, the foliage on them. You know, you're supposed to trim them like a ball.
Okay. Perhaps, does arborvitae sound right? Globe arborvitae, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, we're past real cold weather, so you can start to prune them back if you would like.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Harold.
Thank you very much.
All right. Let's go to, who do we have next here? We have Liz in Hillsborough. Hi, Liz.
Hi there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Or afternoon.
What's your question?
I would like to know how to repot a very old Christmas cactus.
All right. The trick is to get a soil that is appropriate for succulents. Don't use garden soil, and don't even use regular potting soil. Use something that has a little bit more coarse texture, because it is a succulent, so you don't want it to rot. And then don't upsize it into a pot bigger than 2 inches larger than the current pot, because otherwise, if you add all that soil and water it, then the roots have not permeated that new soil, and there can be rotting that occurs. But this is a better time of year to do it as we start to have more sunlight and better weather. This is actually a great time to repot.
All right, spring is here. The grass is starting to green up, so I think we made it over the hump.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is. All right, Linda, we're out of time. We'll get your calls next time, folks. We can't put you on the air with Linda, so thanks for calling in.